Hello everybody, this is Edgar Fernandez, the founder of Sufficient Limited and the creator of the Experiential Knowledge Solutions. I want to talk to you about two topics today that are very short in safety, but they are very important, and actually they caught my attention. There are two articles actually. One is wrote by expert in 3M in safety by Lorraine Slack and David Hicks. They wrote it on Synergy's website. I can put the link on my after I finish this video. Don't worry about it. You can have access to the article. And the name of the article is called it's a dual employee relationship. In other words, he's addressing the temporary the job market that we are living right now. Many of you guys they know as the gig job market. So the gig job market, it's like having 3-4 jobs at the same time. Especially now, young people they are having hard times to find a job in their professions. The only way to live is having 3-4 jobs in, for example, in Canada, working couple of hours in Tim Hortons, couple of hours at Starbucks, couple of hours in a factory, in a warehouse, etc. Having 3-4 jobs is the gig economy. Actually, is calling it that way. But this article brought my attention because how he's addressing, these two guys are addressing in this article, how we keep people, our workers like that, as working in that way, safe. So how, as a company, or as you have your own business or whatever, how we keep our workers safe. And actually, they address an incident happened here in Canada in 2016 for an immigrant worker. But obviously, when you came to this country, you are inserted in that economy to survive at the beginning. And actually, the result of fatality. Has been published in the Toronto Star at that time. And it's. They question on this article the training, well, how you keep workers safe, a temporary worker safe, and it's actually something that we need to focus our attention as well as a safety professional. So you're in a company that workers are being, you have a high rotation. You need to use the creativity as the same as a company to keep these workers safe. Because it doesn't matter if it's temporary or not. In my case, in the Ontario Health, in the province of Ontario, the OHS Act and Regulation, states that you need to make your workers aware of the hazards that they're gonna be facing in their jobs. Right? It's the same in the United States. So the question here on this article is very easy. It's how do your safety program, training safety program covers the temporary workers? You make them aware about the hazards. You make them aware about the procedures that they need to follow. They are in place. They have been reviewed. And for example, you're in the chemical industry. In the chemical industry and the pharmaceutical is not that the case. It's a case in certain positions, but not in the critical positions, like you are in the production, for example, operating reactors in the pharmaceutical industry. So obviously you are not a temp worker there. But in like Walmart, so how we can keep them safe? I think it's developing training programs and procedures. But let me tell you something, actually linking on the second article, and that's the reason why I want to touch both. I wanted to touch both because the second article is how much awareness is awareness. It's a very curious article, right? How much awareness is too much awareness? So the first question here that arises is how you keep people aware about safety. That's pretty much the first question regarding on this article. Nowadays, we we relied many of the things on digital technology, emails, messages on phone, social media, etc. Depending on what system you have on your company. So now the awareness is becoming beeps and rings and alarms, etc. When you get an email on your phone, or you get an alarm, or when you have a I don't know, a new post in Facebook or Instagram, whatever system you used. So now the problem that he's addressing on this article as well is okay, why we are using too much technology to make supposedly uh, to keep our workers aware about safety, aware about the hazards that are in the workplace, using the technology. Why we don't build relationships at the workplace? And I think that is very important, because to be honest with you, if we are relying our safety awareness with digital technology, and I think this article is addressing this issue, we are not having success, or we won't have success. And let me tell you why. Because we need to be aware, actually, on how these type of technologies work with people. And I can share as well that only 8 seconds is the currently people have the span the attention span of people nowadays is 8 seconds. If we see now the trending of marketing, so now the email marketing, for example, is dying. It's not dying completely, but it's not affected as 2 years before. And the reason why is because people don't read. They read only if they have an alarm in their phones or a ring about a new post, they're gonna read the first 2 posts that they see on the cell phone or the computer. That's a proven fact. And see, we transfer that to safety, it's not different. So why we are relying too much in digital technology to make our people aware? We shouldn't. The thing that we should do, this is my opinion, and something that I want to share with you, is we need to build relationships. It's like a business. When you start, when you have your own business, you need to transfer those connections off the platform, I mean offline. So that means at least a phone call, and even better, coffee, something face to face to have a conversation. No different in safety. So we need to be aware about the trending of this technology in other areas, and then study that and transfer that to safety as well. And it's not going to be different. Sitting on your computer, sitting on and shooting safety awarenesses is great. I'm not telling you don't stop doing that. But at the same time, you need to those awareness, they need to go offline and become conversations. That's the thing that we need to make people aware, and it's the same with temporary workers. So how do you know that these temporary workers are understanding your training? They understand, they understand the training, and they understand the procedures. It's going to be with a simple test. That's the minimum required from the government. But obviously, we want to make sure that people don't get injured. So that's the reason why we go offline, and we build those relationships. We have conversations face to face. And I think I hope this video helps you to address this issue. It's not difficult. It's only to have these conversations. It's to build these relationships. And pretty much that's it. I mean, the articles, actually, I want to share the 2 links with you. They are not too long, and addressing that, and one of the main the thing that we can do right away, because you don't need to spend more money, you don't need to do something else, you don't need to create more procedures, absolutely not, is to build relationships. And you're gonna see the benefits little by little. You're gonna start doing this. Go talk to the workers to see what they are thinking, etc. Maybe somebody, many times they want somebody to help, to listen to them, no problem. And then you're gonna see after 3 months how you are building those relationships. You're gonna be amazed I mean, now you're gonna be amazed about the quality of connections that you have with them. They're gonna trust in you. They're gonna start talking to you, and they're gonna start sharing ideas to make the workplace safer. That's it. Hopefully this video helps you guys. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day. Bye.